Alright guys, don't know if this is working or not. I'm started using this for the first time, so I'm gonna make sure that this is on here. Alright, now I'm testing this new app called eevie, and it's through betabound, where I found it on. It's a platform testing opportunity site, and I'll put it in the description. It's betabound.com. You can test apps, you can test like certain hardware, networking, to just bunch of different stuff. You can set like profiles for like to kind of help bring your success rates of being picked up to like electronics, to your pets, lifestyle, clothing, network, phone, all of that. So anyways, this app that I'm testing today, I'm going to put this is my review for it. It's called eevie. It's like a lifestyle app. It's on Google Play. I'll send a link if y'all want to try it out and test it too. Here we go. Once upon a time, we lived in a beautiful planet. Life was good. But when we became careless and destroyed everything, life as we know ceased to exist. The end. The end. Okay. Okay, it's not the end yet, but we do need to keep global temperatures from rising. Okay, that's true. Increasing temperatures will cause rising sea levels, extreme storms, and countless people to lose their homes. We need to significantly reduce the amount of greenhouse gases we release into the air. Okay. By changing our behavior one small step at a time. eevie will help you make small changes to improve your impact every day. Okay. I've heard the metrics. United States, except for a metric system, that's off. Alright. How big is your home? How would I know? I just live here. I don't count per square foot. How much do you drive per year? Really? Who keeps up with this? I'm gonna put 0. I ain't got a car yet right now. Working on one though. What is your diet? Really? Meat once a week? That should be every meal, man. Like who eats meat once a week? That's like almost going vegan. How often do you shop consumer goods? Let's see here. Yeah, regularly. Usually every time we go out. Alright, let's see here. 382 square foot. I'll put... It's a mobile home, so... Well, a trailer technically. So I really don't even know how big trailers are. I'll just put... That's 0. They even got an option for 0, seriously. Like, who lives at a house with 0 square feet? I just put 1,500. Now I'll put, if I can get it to the 350 mark. Okay, for some reason, there it goes. It was messing up on me. Wow, I'm just gonna put it right there. I can't even hit 350. Alright. Your impact shows how much greenhouse gases you emit every year. 9.3 T, 16.5 T. Okay, what's next? Your personal goal is a yearly reduction of 0.9 CO2. So I'm supposed to go from 9.3 to 4 T in 2025. Do I get a reward for this? Especially trying for like 6 flipping years? Come on now. Man, you gotta be dedicated for that. Alright. Well, howdy. You can now calculate your impact with freedom units. Yeehaw. Every day is different, and so is your impact. Today's impact score shows you have okay. I'm gonna just restart this. Today impact score shows you how well you are doing at any given moment. I don't know why I can't say that. If you travel around, your impact will go up. By tracking your progress, your impact will go down. Okay, so you're saying if I travel, use a vehicle, my impact will go up, which is worse. But if I stay home and probably starve myself to death without going to the grocery store for a whole year, my impact will go down, and probably my life too. So we'll see how that works. To reach your daily goal, you need to stay below the dash target line. Okay. Oh, I meant to. Wrong button. I'm gonna hit this button here. Alright, let's start with the hee-haw. Or yee-haw. Why did I say hee-haw? Must be thinking of that old time movie show. Okay, is this all? Is that all I have to do with it? Like, no tutorial of like what to do type thing? Like, it's not even showing me like any tips like what I need to do. Like, for instance, like for health tips, drink pop less a day, or like have a goal on that at least. Like, it don't show anything like what, or even, or if I'm missing a button or something. This is not user friendly at all. Everyone can make a difference. Plant seeds by inviting friends. Your impact grows through their actions. Alright. Don't need those. Active habits. Reuse your bag. Here it is. So really, it should have like a something to point that. Like, I thought like, the way I thought, like, it's this active habit on top, but then like, then it'll just scroll down. So I thought you were just adding widgets to this. That's kind of, y'all let me know if y'all thought the same way too, because this is not user friendly at all. Because I thought it was just adding like a widget or something. All right. I may actually do that. No, I'm gonna try that out. I got a couple of bags I can use for like food and stuff. Especially like when you sleep over with friends and you had to like purchase like those camping mattresses all the time. Sometimes they come with like a carry bag, and I can bring some of those, so that won't hurt. Alright. Info, resources, settings. Let's see what we got here. Info, cheap, easy, low impact. Okay, so that's not like as big impact I thought it would be. Wait, low impact. Okay, like, wouldn't that be a greater impact for, like, the good? Like, when I read, like, cheap, easy, low impact, like this is supposed to be, like, reuse your bag should help. So, wouldn't that, like, bring it up? Because, really, you see, like, all these roads and garbage cans, storms, and even nowadays, when you walk into the woods, you see grocery sacks everywhere. Now, you tell me why that has a low impact by reusing your bag. I guess it's probably because there's a lot of people. I don't know, but you would think that would actually be up a little bit more. Cheap. And that's even on the low end part. Well, yeah, like who buys grocery sacks anyways? That's true. Easy. That needs to be up a little bit. Because, like, what if you got, like, let's say you bring, like, a small normal bag. I see this happen all the time. Like, you bring one reusable bag, okay? Go up to the store. Fill up the cart with groceries that you seen that you needed, that you never thought of before when you left the house, when you made your list, okay? Go to the store, and next thing you know, you're out of reusable bags. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna have to use a plastic bag. So really, that should be up a little bit instead of like real low, because that's gonna take like some really seriously, like a lot of bags for like how people grocery shop these days. Fossil fuel based plastic is highly durable and cheap material, which is always used for practically all shopping bags. How do you think plastic is made? Let's see here. Unfortunately, only tiny amount of these are recycled. The rest are burned, dumped in landfills, or worse, and end up in your environment made of every durable chemical change polymers. What's a polymer? Plastics does not decompose naturally. A discarded plastic bag takes dozens of years to break down into tiny pieces called microplastics. Microplastics? To very little tiny pieces. So today, if we have germs, what call microgerms? If they get smaller. Or, for instance, water. Would this one atom be like micro water? I don't know. But anyways, which can remain in our environment for an indefinite amount of time. That's true. Plastic endangers our environment as it pollutes our oceans. It can be lethal to wildlife before breaking down into microplastics, then often finding its way into our plates as fish confuse microplastics with food. Oh, speaking of which, you know how like everybody's like always fighting for like to help out the oceans and stuff by people like dumping stuff into the pipes and dumping stuff into oceans, contaminating it. There's this one company that I seen. It was on a YouTube channel. I forgot what it was or who it was, but it had. Now, this is ingenious because this is the only person that figured it out, but it's so easy for us to do. Just put a big net over the pipe and let the plastics run into it. And since it's a webbing material net, the water would just pass through. So simple. So easy. Why all the fuss for bigger improvements? Seriously. What to Track every time you reuse your shopping bag. Oh, cool. Further resources. Currently no further resources. Alright, settings. Manage progress. Nudge, act, and repeat. Back home, remember to put your reusable bag somewhere you won't forget it. Okay, so this says use a map. I wonder if it uses like something like Google or something, like to know when you like park at a store or something, like a dollar store or whatever. It'll like nudge you to like get your reusable bags or something. That would have been easy. That would have been like something I would like to have, especially for a man like me. we forget a bunch of stuff and we get yelled at it for it. Half the time I don't think we're told anyway. So, eating season. All right, food travels an average 25 kilometers before reaching your plate. 2,500 kilometers. Join 107 eevie users in eating seasonal food. Find out more. I'm kind of skeptical on that. I don't know why I can't speak today. Choose produce that is currently in peak season. How is this in high impact? And how is that even very difficult? Man, y'all telling me that I'm trying so hard to eat a flippin' plate of food that I like? Man, I must be doing something wrong, man. I'll be like walking up to Burger King or something, or something like that. Yeah, I want a big quarter pounder and Dr. Pepper, and you telling me that's a flippin' very difficult to eat that thing? Oh man, it's a cheap. Come on, food is not cheap these days. Man, you buy a gallon of milk and it's already $2.35. Unless you get to like IGA or something, it's like maybe what, $1.50? I don't know. I haven't been for a while, but dang, you're telling me we eat 3 times a day, even more on snacking, and you're telling me we have to have effort to eat these things. Oh, man. Okay. Why do this? Eating more seasonal produce has both environmental and health-related benefits. Of course, it keeps us alive. Like, have you heard of what's that chain called? Ground decomposes. What is it called? Animals eat grass. Birds eats animal. Bird dies and decomposes. The recycle thing. But anyways. Seasonal produce is more likely to originate from surrounding regions, hence requiring less fuel to get. I can just drive to my local dollar store and just... Okay. And get to your local grocer. Okay, so you telling me it requires less fuel than going to your closest store? Who plants... Okay, who even has a garden now these days that's open to anybody? If you come to the wrong house or something, you're going to get shot or even a baseball bat to you. Yeah, I'm looking to get this cow. Oh, man. Imagine that. Okay. Non-seasonal food often has to be cooled to be kept fresh, which requires more energy use. Let's see here. How to do this. Make a habit of buying produce in peak seasons whenever possible. If you don't know whether or not the produce is in season, check for the cheaper produce or ask the vendor. They normally know which produce is in season. Another good indication, I can't even speak, is to check where it's from. The closer the origin of produce, the more likely it will be in season. Okay, one. I'm kind of second guessing myself, will this even help? Because really, like, okay, like Hillshire Farm, something. Let's say that, all right. Their factory is like, who knows where, and about all the things that they make a minute, it's insane. But they got all these trucks. Now, here's the funny part is, these trucks are set to a certain route to deliver items. Let's say one's in Minnesota, Tennessee, Kentucky, California. To be honest, everywhere. Now, you're telling me that I go to my local Walmart or my local dollar store, that's helping with being eco-friendly by researching a company that's closer. Really, are you even helping with that? Like, I understand going to your local grocery store, but really picking the food, like, this is telling us to, like, be picky, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, you telling me that we're helping the emissions of all these big semi-trucks going across states for this. This is going to be a slow process, especially if it's got an impact at all. Track every time you purchase produce in that season. Technically, it's not even saying in season. It's just technically buying from the closest company and stuff. That's the way I took that as. I'm not even enjoying that, and that's just stupid. No more straws. 500 million straws are trashed every single day. Join 108 eevie users in refusing to use plastic straws. Let's see here. Reduce your consumption of single-use plastic straws. Cheap, easy, low impact. Yeah, it's going to have a very low impact on that too. Because, really, you can go to your most expensive item, whatever you got, it's going to have plastic. PS4, TV, even networking equipment. I bet you everything you got besides clothing requires flipping plastic, okay? But I understand reusing plastic straws. But not totally. Because, like, how is that going to make an impact based on every flipping thing we have is made out of plastic? Totes for storing items, laundry baskets, air conditioning units, light switches, electrical housings is made out of plastic material. Houses are. Crazy. But I do understand it some. A disposable plastic straw is used on average 20 minutes before it ends up in the trash. Well, depends how long you eat. This is a tiny fraction of several hundred years it could spend in a landfill before breaking down into microplastics. Over the past quarter century, straws have routinely been one of the top items found on beaches. Is straws? Okay, that's kind of hard to believe sometimes. Alright. Around the world, this fact supports reality that only a minuscule fraction of plastic straws get recycled. A minuscule. Alexa, what's the definition of minuscule?
As an adjective, minuscule is usually defined as very small. As a noun, minuscule is usually defined as a minuscule letter. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for minuscule.
Give me more definitions.
This might answer your question. As an adjective, more is usually defined as in greater quantity.
Alexa, what is the definition of minuscule? Can you say? Well, I did say here.
Educational institution, usually offering specialized or individual instruction.
Okay, Alexa. Definition of minuscule.
As an adjective, minuscule is usually defined as very small. As a noun, minuscule is usually defined as a minuscule letter. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for minuscule.
More definitions for minuscule. Huh. Okay, Alexa, that's fine. Be a butt. Let's see here. In ordering drinks to as specifically, why can I speak today? That they are served without a straw. You will be surprised how often straws are added to your drink without you even asking for them. If you want to reuse your own straw, make sure to regularly wash it at the first convenient moment, and that you place it where you cannot forget to bring it. Okay. Bring it with you next time you go out. Example, in your bag or in your car, etc. I'll just bring a curly straw. I'll just bring me a curly straw and put it in it. Y'all see me hitting it up with a curly straw. I believe I can do that. And guys, I'm going to the store to get me another piece of plastic to reduce more. I don't know how that's going to work, but okay. Oh, man. Let's see what else we got here. That one is stupid. Nah. Not even going to look at it. Know your labels. 460 ecological labels can be found in 199 countries. Palm oil tree. Organic. Join 65 eevie users in being more attentive to eco labels. So I guess harmful chemicals, I guess. I don't know. Pay attention to the produce you buy and understand your labels. Not expensive. Yeah. I should be way up if it's going to ask me to get organic. Difficulty should be up too. Because you tell them if it's going to be very expensive, you better bet it's going to be difficult. You better be a millionaire for that. Medium impact. I kind of see it, but I kind of don't. Current rules and regulations on food labeling. Leave a lot of room for interpretation, identifying whether the food is produced by sustainable farmers using humane practices is therefore quite difficult. Okay. I think I know where this is going. Organic or chemicalized, I betcha. It is very important, therefore, that we are informed what the labels really mean and how they affect you as your consumption, dietary, It's pretty much going through with that and with more useless details. Make the habit to check whether the products you are buying are sustainably, ethically produced. To try to choose sustainable products. Great source of this information is the Ecolabel Index. It currently tracks 464 ecolabels in 109 countries. We know it is confusing and can be time consuming. Just start by one label at a time, step by step. Will make your choices soon as it'll part your everyday life. Okay. Two questions. Why? Well, three. Why is it just talking about a label? Just information on it. Two. What is a sustainably and ethically produced label? And three, it don't even say. Why doesn't it tell what food by the label to get? Like, should it be organic? Should it be artificially flavored, vegan, whatever? It don't even clearly say that. It's just information's on flipping labels. Of course it's going to be quite difficult and confusing, because really, I'm confused about what to get, and I'm having a difficulty time to understand that the not expensive and difficult is not all the way up. And medium impact, I think it should be high impact on our life. To technically, we're starving ourselves to death, because there ain't no way I can get a standard 9 to 5 job, 300 hours of overtime, and be able to buy overpriced organic food. Okay? Guys, I can work at Amazon $11.50 an hour, and I can bet you I won't. If we had to get everything organic, milk, cheese, ketchup, mustard, like, you would have to strip your whole house, anything edible, okay, and add it to organic if that's what it's saying. Now, by comparing the prices, you'd be buying your own flipping house. Now, that is a nope. Like, what I don't get too is these people use these chemicals in factories, alright? More labor, more cost, and more items that they have to purchase. So you would think on supply and demand and everything that they would be way 100% higher than organic, okay? Organic foods. You have, in the summertime, you see these stands, 50 cents for a bag of corn, or maybe even $10. Whole lot better and less consuming. I'm surprised I don't see factories closing down because of this. Because really, the supply and the demand, regular labor from technically the farmer, okay, with reusable seeds that they recycle, you know, from whatever crop they have left. Everything producing seeds that you plant, so. And really, that probably about a fraction of the cost for that. It's just basically starting out. And you telling me organic food is higher than processed food with inducing chemicals that half the people can't eat because of allergies, mainly to chemicals that's put into it, that organic that they can have. Ain't that funny to y'all? And weird. So really, I'm not even going to join that. Switch. Oh, why do you keep on putting switch off lights? 1/3 of your electricity bill is wasted on unnecessary lighting. Unless you use solar panel like I do. I bought a solar panel kit and some batteries to run my lights off of. Mainly when I turn on my light, that's what it's hooked into. Now so that helps a lot. But I don't see how that's not eco-friendly, though. Because technically, it's renewable resource. You know how how AC is powered? By these big generators with magnets and everything. And better yet, like, it's not even running off of any fossil fuels that I know of, or anything from the earth, except for wind or maybe water, or maybe it goes into like a circuit or something where like like you have one generator powering it, and then if it goes down, you got a second one to jump start it, and just hot swap them that way. Or like, really, I don't see how that's an impact. But okay, we'll just look into it though. Cheap, of course it will. Difficult, yes, it should be way up there. Because how are you gonna reduce the electricity bill for everything we use? Even the oven, okay? High impact. If you want to live in the Stone Age. Many countries will rely mostly on fossil fuel-based electricity production, such as coal, oils, and gas, leaving an unnecessary lights, therefore contributes directly into increasing carbon emissions. When you consume less power, you reduce the amount of emissions released by those power plants. So, how are we reducing the emissions? Because when we first connect our house, it's going to be connected to a grid anyways, which is going to be under a capacitive server type system, as known as a station with them big electric coils. And it supports 120 to 220 volts range. I don't think that's going to affect it at all. Because with all the world it is today, it's electricity based. Everything is electric. Besides gas. Not even much gas. Like, uses for it. For gas stoves and cars, about it, all I see. For like heater and stuff. But everything we fool with is electricity based. Even hospitals have to have hospitals, when a storm comes and they run out of electric, usually they're the first one to get hooked right back in. And they got generators too for it, so I just don't know. Turning off lights means that you save electricity, hence you also saving money. How much money you can save depending on what type of light bulb you use. LEDs are really good. I heard. Wonder if I can get some of them Cree LED bulbs for them. That'd be awesome. I can blind people in my room. Be like when I wake up, I'd be like seeing the gate, being like in the movie before they see the gates of heaven. How bright it is. Now those Cree LEDs are awesome. I gotta admit to that. Make habit of switching off lights when they are not needed. For example, when you leave your home and go to sleep, or simply where unneeded lights are on. Alright. It may be helpful to ask yourself whether a light is needed when you see one switched on. You can furthermore get useful products like energy-saving light bulbs such as LEDs when buying LEDs, make sure to pay attention to lumens and kelvins. Lumens indicates, now it's educating me. Lumens indicate how bright the bulbs are. Kelvins indicate the color. So now it educates me now. Okay. I'll try that. Actually, I'm already doing that. Because all I gotta do is just say, Alexa, turn off light. And there it goes. Reuse your cup. Alexa, turn on light. Alexa, turn on light.
Okay.
Alright. Reuse your cup. A million of disposable cups are trashed every minute. A day joining 44 eevie users refusing to use disposable cups. Oh wait, does it have users on? 65, 102, 107. Wait, what's 107? Yeah. And that's... I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. Eat less meat. Not surprised neither. Know your labels. That's so confusing. Reuse your cup. I don't use... Yeah, I always reuse my cup, so that's a good... I should click our... I'm already doing this. Yes, I got a thermos bottle. I'm already doing that. And when I pour something for my room or something, when I play games, I always have a thermos with me. It's Ozark Trail one. Go package free. 1 to our landfill originates from pack. I don't know if this referring to the bag deal or like the other one or what. Hold up. Very difficult and high impact. Okay, that's package free. Okay, where is it at here? Where's that one habit at? I'm gonna look into this one. Info. Really? It won't. Ah, here it is. It should have, like, when you tapped it, it should have, like, did that or something automatically without me swiping. Cheap, easy, and low impact. Okay. Let me look at this. There are your labels. Go package free. Find out more. Cheap, very difficult, high impact. Wouldn't that have the same... If it's like talking about like wrappers, like, you know, like red meats or something, well, wouldn't that have the same impact as grocery bags, to be honest? Like, everything's wrapped and everything is stored into grocery bags. So I really kind of truly believe that grocery bags should have had a higher impact with this, or at least the same. Come on now. The only things to change should be the difficulty, at least. Because really, like, with all the packaging we go through, it goes in the garbage can. And you can't reuse them. For, like, bloody meat or something that's spoiled, like when you get something, like cheese or something, or bread and it molds. Like, how are you going to reuse that bag, you know? A lot of packaging is unnecessary and negatively impacts the environment in several ways. Most packaging is only used once before it ends up going onto a landfill or being burnt. Only very little ends up being recycled. This creates a lot of emissions. The production of packaging, furthermore, I don't know if y'all can see my screen or not, because I have to, like, tap this and then go here for the screen capture. So I don't know if y'all seen my screen or what. Well, got 0 people anyways, but that's alright. Can y'all see my screen screen capture is enabled. Everything. Oh, gotta go and get in the call. But anyways, if y'all see this video, y'all let me know and what y'all like, dislike, and what you think you can improve on and stuff. I'll send the links for the testing apps and thanks. Okay, Bizarro Dark Scout is out.